Well, we know what they want. They want more for themselves and less for everybody else. But I'll tell you what they don't want. They don't want a population of citizens capable of critical thinking. They don't want well-informed, well-educated people capable of critical thinking. They're not interested in that. That doesn't help them. And you know something? They'll get it. They'll get it all from you sooner or later because they own this fucking place. It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club. And by the way, it's the same big club they used to beat you over the head with all day long, where they tell you what to believe all day long, beating you over the head in their media, telling you what to believe, what to think, and what to buy. The table is tilted, folks. The game is rigged, and nobody seems to notice. Nobody seems to care. Good, honest, hardworking people continue. These are people of modest means. Continue to elect these rich cocksuckers who don't give a fuck about them. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about you at all. At all. At all. Yeah. You know? And nobody seems to notice. Nobody seems to care. That's what the owners count on. The fact that Americans will probably remain willfully ignorant of the big red, white, and blue dick that's being jammed up their asshole every day. Because the owners of this country know the truth. It's called the American dream. Because you have to be asleep to believe it.
Hello, Neil and Buzz. I'm talking to you by telephone from the Oval Room at the White House. And this simply has to be the most historic telephone call ever made.
The FBI announcing that it has found the passport of one of the hijackers who was on board one of those two planes that hit the Twin Towers on Tuesday morning.
We did not bring the bodies and the families into contact. We took pictures of them. We felt it would be best to do it this way, and you can sort of you can control the situation depending on your photographer, and I have very good photographers. It wasn't a tent; it was this magnificent thing,
But we didn't really test any of those materials for, as it's space hardened or whatever, So it just has the same seats that like a normal car has. It's just literally a normal car in space, which I kind of like the absurdity of that.
Watch how I run up ramps and he stumbles down ramps. And if we do, and I'm sure we can claim Thomas, with the Thomas who wrote these following words.
We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.
It's Trump, the thumper! The hostile takeover of Donald Trump!
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?